If you're considering a move to Arlington, Texas, your life as a local is probably going to look a lot different than you might think. Because this isn't just some quiet suburb sitting between Dallas and Fort Worth. This is one of the only places in DFW where your random Tuesday could look like grabbing dinner outside, walking into live music, catching a game, or even ending up at a theme park without really planning anything at all. But here's the problem most people moving here only see when they're looking at a map. They don't actually understand that daily life feels like living here. But here's the problem. Most people moving here, they only see the map. They don't actually understand what daily life feels like living here in Arlington. And that's where people get it wrong. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what your life as a local could look like if you were to live in Arlington, Texas. From your day-to-day routine, to your weekends, to the local spots that people actually go to, including some of those niche places that you really only find about if you've been here for a while. Howdy y'all, I'm Jordan Davis with the Davis team, and my team helps people relocate all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if Arlington is on your radar, this is one of those cities where the place that you live inside the city completely changes your lifestyle. So let's break it down. Let's start with a place you're going to end up at whether you like it or not, and that's the Arlington Highlands. Because on paper, this just looks like another shopping center. But in reality, this is one of the main social hubs in Arlington and where a lot of your everyday life is going to happen. I've had multiple clients move here who told me they didn't realize how much they would actually use this area until they lived here. So imagine that you're getting off work and you don't really have a plan, so you come to Gloria's to grab a quick drink or maybe an appetizer, and then you start walking around, you hit a couple stores, maybe even catch a dinner, or you would catch a show at the Improv. And before you know it, it turned into a full night without you even having a plan. That's the difference here. It's not just errands, it becomes part of your routine. Now, this is where Arlington really separates itself from most cities, because you've got AT&T Stadium, Globe Life Field, and you have Texas Live, all right here in one area. And the biggest misconception is that this is only active on game days, but that's not true at all. There's energy here. Most all the time, whether there's a major event or not, there's gonna be energy. Imagine it's a random Wednesday night, nothing big is scheduled, but you can still walk into Texas Live. There's music playing, people out, food, drinks, TV's going, and it just feels like something's always happening. That's a huge lifestyle shift because you don't have to plan things to do anymore. You're just around it all the time. I was just helping a couple relocate here recently, and they chose Arlington over Dallas for this very reason. They wanted things to do without dealing with all the chaos of downtown every day, like traffic. But the trade-off here is if you live too close to this area, you are going to deal with some traffic during major events, games, etc. So it's great to be near it, but it's not always great to be right on top of it. Now, this is where Arlington gets fun and honestly pretty underrated because you've got Six Flags Over Texas and Hurricane Harbor, Arlington, all right here in the city. And I know what most people think. They assume they'll only go once or twice. The reality is that you end up using these way more than you expect, especially in the summer. When it's 100 degrees outside, and it will be, having something like Hurricane Harbor just 10 to 15 minutes away completely changes your weekends. Because instead of sitting inside trying to figure out what to do, you've got an easy option to just get out of the house and go do something fun. And that convenience ends up being something people really value. Now, let's talk about the side of Arlington that actually makes it feel more like home. And this is where people really start to just fall in love with the city. Because beyond the big attractions, it's smaller, more local spots that shape your day-to-day life. You've got areas like downtown Arlington, especially around Front Street, where you're starting to see more local restaurants, coffee shops, and event pop-ups, and it feels way more personal than the bigger commercial areas. This is where you go when you want something that feels a little more local. Maybe you're grabbing coffee, maybe there's a small event going on, like live music or something seasonal. It's just a different place than the Highlands or the entertainment district. And then there are the places that are just uniquely Arlington, like the Decorator's Warehouse, where you can literally walk into full Christmas mode on a random Tuesday in July. And somehow it's still busy in there. It sounds like a small thing, but it's those kind of random local quirks that make living here feel different. You've got other low-key favorites too, like Hurtado Barbecue, where people line up early because it literally sells out, or Prince Lebanese Grill, which has been around forever and is one of those staple spots that locals absolutely swear by. And then you've got University of Texas at Arlington, which brings a lot more to the city than people really expect, because whenever you have a university like this, you get better food, more diversity, and just energy overall. So instead of Arlington feeling like just another suburb, you've got pockets of the city that feel alive and constantly as if they're evolving, especially around campus or smaller restaurants and late night spots that you wouldn't expect if you just drove through one time. Now, if you're watching this and starting to think, okay, I could actually see myself living here, the biggest mistake I see people make is choosing the wrong area within Arlington. Because two neighborhoods just 10 minutes apart can give you completely different vibes. So if you want help figuring out where you'd actually fit best based on what you're looking for, reach out. Call, text, or whatever's easiest to get a hold of us. I'm always happy to just be a resource and help you think through it. But here's what most people don't realize until it's too late. Not every part of Arlington gives you this kind of lifestyle. And depending on where you end up, you could either love living here or feel like you made the wrong move. Arlington is one of the most unique cities in Dallas-Fort Worth because it gives you access to everything. Dallas, Fort Worth, major entertainment, while still having its own identity. And your life here really becomes what you make it, whether that's fast-paced and social or more laid back and balanced. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone else thinking about moving to Texas. And if you're serious about making a move, reach out. My team would love to help you make Arlington home. And if you're ready to get pre-approved, talk to our friends at Onboard Mortgage. Their information is also linked below.